So, hello and good evening to our Become One first-timer webinar in preparation to the Mainova Ironman Frankfurt European Championship. I'm very happy to welcome you guys to our webinar. We have today Pascal Morion, who is the race director of Ironman Frankfurt. We have him here. He will give you a presentation on the Ironman Frankfurt specifics, so meaning he will introduce you to the race courses, to the procedure for the rolling swim start, and the specifics on transition area in Frankfurt and all that stuff, so that you have a better idea what is coming up for you for your first Ironman in Frankfurt, and you are looking confident towards your start in July. So the schedule for this webinar will be that Pascal is afterwards taking over and walking you through his presentation. You have the option to ask questions during the presentation. You have a field where you can type in your questions. These questions will come up on my screen. I will sort them, and after the presentation we'll give them to Pascal. And yeah, so you can ask these questions during the webinar, and of course afterwards we will open up the discussion for questions. And yeah, that's so far from my side. So presentation from Pascal will be about 30 minutes, and afterwards you have enough time to ask questions. So then I will hand over to Pascal and wish you good next 30 minutes with the slides from Pascal and his explanations.
Okay, good evening everybody. As Birgit said, my name is Pascal Morion. I'm the race director of the Mainova IRONMAN European Championship in Frankfurt, and we are very glad to welcome you in Frankfurt this year. Before I start, I want to say two things to you. First, please apologize my poor English level. I will try to do my very best, but my school English is very, very far away and is not as good as it should be. Anyhow, the second thing is what I would like to say is, of course, I'm not going to talk about the whole race. This is we're not going to make it to talk at the present the whole race in only 30 minutes. I'm going to point out a few things who might be important for you, but maybe I forgot something. So please, if you do have any question, put your question. This is one of the, this is, I think, the only chance you have to talk to me directly. So take this chance. I'm here to help you to have a good race and to enjoy this race, because this is a message I want to send up to you guys for the first time. The first race is very important. It is your first finish line, the first time you cross the finish line after an Ironman is so emotional. So this will change your whole life. So I just want to make sure you're gonna enjoy the race. Me and my team will take care of all the race, of all the rest of the race, to have this race safe for you. The only thing you have to do is swim, bike, and run on the 9th of July, and you only have 10 weeks left to get prepared. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say before I start the presentation. So now I would like to go to my presentation. Before the race, of course, you got a lot of things to do before the race. The event area will be open up to Thursday, July the 6th. So you can register on Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. To pick up your registration, you will need your ID, and if you are part of a triathlon federation, bring this as well. Otherwise, you have to pay a fee. At the registration, you will get, of course, your athlete bag, your souvenir. You will get an envelope as well with your PIP number, with your changing bags. You will get 3 bags: a blue, a red, and a white bag. And yeah, this is what you get at the registration. A very important day for you is the Friday afternoon at 4 o'clock. Is the English race briefing at the Römerberg on the grandstand. Don't miss this race briefing. It is mandatory, and we might have some changes at the races, and those changes will be announced at this race briefing. So be sure you are at the race briefing. First timer anyway. As I said, it is mandatory. On Friday evening as well, we will have a welcome party outside the Eissporthalle in Frankfurt. It is a nice opportunity to sit with other athletes and eat some pasta. Yeah, it is a non-casual party. It is nice, and I hope you will all join us to this pasta party. Before the race, we have the Saturday. The Saturday is mainly the bike check-in and the check-in of your bags. You have 2 opportunities with your red bag. The red bag is the run bag. Either you can put the red bag on your own in the transition 2, or you bring the red bag, the blue bag, and your bike, and the helmet, and the bib over to transition 1. You have the opportunity to check this on Saturday between 12 and 7 o'clock in the evening. There won't be any bike checking allowed on Sunday, on race day morning. So that's all for before the race. Now we go to the race. Before I start with all the tracks, I have a short presentation to explain you, I hope so, to explain you how works a rolling start. Please have a look on the presentation. I will come back to this rolling start after this. Okay, and now let's start. So, as I said, a very basic presentation, but it explains how it works. Coming back to the Sunday morning, on Sunday morning we will open the transition at 5 o'clock and close it at 6:15. So make sure you are on time at the transition 1 to get your things fixed. You have on Sunday morning the opportunity to check your bike, to check your blue bags, and you have to leave the transition at, as I said, at 6:15, and you can have the opportunity to swim or to get straight ahead in the starting box. If you want to swim before, as you saw in the presentation, be aware you have to leave the water at 6:20. So you want to swim before, be early in water. After 6:20, everybody must be in the starting boxes. Please be honest to yourself and order according to your expected swim time in the boxes. Because it doesn't make sense for a slow swimmer to be at the beginning of the race. It will be, swimmed over from 100 of athletes. The other way around doesn't make sense. A good athlete to start at the back. So be honest to yourself, as I said, and the rolling star will be very smooth and smart, so that everybody have the same chance to enjoy the swimming course. Yeah. So this is the swimming course. Can you all follow my mouse things? As I said, this is a land start. Yeah? Then you start the first loop, which is about 1.5 kilometers. So you leave all the yellow buoys on your left side. Yeah. Then you have a short Australian exit. Yeah. And you go on the second loop. The second loop is about 2.3 kilometers, and you have to leave all the orange buoy as well on the left side. Yeah. After 3.8 kilometers, you have to run short uphill section about 75 meters altogether from here to the tents. This is 250 meters. It's not such a long run. Yes, this is all I have to say about the swimming. We're gonna have altogether 3 starts. The profi start will start at 6:30, the pro woman at 6:32, and the age grouper, which are you guys, will be at 6:40. This is the first start, but last athlete will be in the water at 7 o'clock. This means we got send about 2,500 athletes in 20 minutes, which is more than comfortable for everybody to enjoy the swim. As I say, after the swim, a short run uphill here into the transition. I have another graphic. I'll come back to the transition later on. But you take your blue bag, take your bike, yeah, and go on a bike course. I would like to jump, hold on, to the transition one. This is the transition one. This is the entrance on Saturday, and this is the entrance on Sunday as well. On Saturday, the bus, if you're using our shuttle, yeah, will drop you here out, so you can drive into, you can come into the transition, do your check-in, yeah, put your, as I say, put your bike first, put your blue bags, and by leaving you will get the timing chips on Saturday. Yeah, on Saturday you also have the opportunity, if you want, to put your red bag in the transition 2, which is on the Mainkai, to hang your red bag so you know where it is exactly. If you do not want to hang your red bag on your own, you can leave the red bag on Saturday here, where the white bag will be left on Sunday, and we drive your red bags to the transition 2. Don't worry. On Sunday, on race day, you will as well be dropped here by the buses. You can go in a transition, go whatever you want with your bike. We got enough pump inside the tents, inside the transition. You can go to your blue bag and check if there's a bathing set. Yeah? Then you'll have to leave the transition, as I said, latest by 6:15 to go to the starting box. So this is the transition 1. There's not much more to say about this. Coming back to the bike course now. This is the bike course. We have a short feeder from 12.5 kilometer till downtown Frankfurt. From this point, there are 2 loops of 84 kilometers. Be aware, the course this year is a bit shorted. The bike course is only 177 kilometers this year. On the bike course, we got 4 aid stations and 2 bottle stations. The aid station have all the same products here. So it's on the right side with water, ISO, bars and gels, bananas, Coke, again water and sponges, yeah, and of course drop area. And we have 2 water stations, as the name says, with only water in bottles. As well, on the bike course, we got 2 fixed bike service, and we got 3 vans going around permanently, doing some assistance on the bike course. As well, on the bike course, we got quite a lot of hotspots with music, with music, disco, whatever. And this is, as you can see underneath, this is quite a flat bike course. It says 1,000 elevation meter, which is not quite true. This is not that much. We only got, for instance, 2 climbings. The first one is the Bergneinkheim. The second one is the Üneberg, and the last one, where is it? Here is the Hellbreak Hill. And yeah, that's all I have to say on the bike course. I'm not gonna say very much today about the rules, or you should drive on the bike course. And please have a look on the website, check all the new rules and regulation, check all the FAQs. The only thing I have to say, maybe because it's not very mentioned, I don't know how many people from you guys coming from the UK. Please remember, we're here in Germany, so you have to ride bikes on the right side. Keep right. So, concerning the bike course, here this is a crucial crossing. Let's call it the Alte Brücke. And this is the bike, as you can see, this is a crossing which you're gonna pass 3 times. First of all, coming from the swim after 12.5 kilometers, you go on your right, you turn on your right and go on the first loop of 84 kilometers. After 84 kilometers, you will come back, you will come here to the Kurzschumacher Straße and turn left to the second loop. Yeah? After 177 kilometers, you will come again to the Kurzschumacher Straße to turn right to the finish of the bike course. Yeah, be aware of this. We'll have here a timed set cutoff. It means at 1 o'clock, no matter when did you start, no matter when you are, we have to close this road physically, so that nobody after 1 o'clock is allowed to go on a second lap. All athletes who didn't make to the second loop here at 1 o'clock will be taken off the race. Yeah. Now I'll have to come back before I carry on the transition 2 and on the rank course. I want to have a short things about the cutoffs of the race. Because those cutoffs affect the race, especially at the rolling start. Everybody, every single athlete has 15 hours to finish the race. No matter if it starts at 7:40, 7:48, 7:52 or 7 o'clock, yeah, everybody has 15 hours. So coming back to the rolling start, in that matter, yeah, it doesn't make sense for slow. If someone of you is afraid about those 15 hours, it doesn't make a matter anyway to start earlier, because you only have the 15 hours, so or so, yeah. So, and those are the cutoffs. I don't want to go through this. All those cutoffs are on the FAQs, and they will be on the athlete's guide information, which will be sent in 4 or 5 weeks. And yeah, as I said, I just want to point it out about the 15 hours for everybody in relation to the rolling start. This is new. We're gonna have a cutoff on the run course. But indeed, as you are first timer, is everything new for you. But it might be important for you at kilometer 36.7 on the run course. Yeah, we will have a cutoff as well. We will take out all athletes which haven't passed this point at 9:15. Yeah, I'll show you on the run course later on. So, as I said, at the end of the bike, 170 feet, you turn right to go to the transition. And here is the transition. This is the end of bike. We will have volunteer who will take care of your bike. So here there will be the dismount line. You have to come down to your bike before the dismount line. Then we will have some volunteer who will take the bike. The volunteer will put the bikes on the bike park, so you can run straightly to your red bag, take your red bag, get changed in the tent. There's no split between men and women. This is an unisex tent. And after you've been changed in the tent, you drop your red bag after the tent and you go on the run course. Oops. The run course, this volume, is a 4-loop run course along the Main River. Very flat. The only elevation are the bridges, which you have to cross many times. Yeah. And what is else to say is on the run course, we got 5 aid stations with all the stuff below, and 2 water stations. Those water stations are only water and ISO drinks. All other aid stations have the full program, starting with, of course, toilets, ice cubes, water, ISO, Coca-Cola, power gels and bars, bananas, other fruits, cakes, pretzel, salt, crackers, whatever, all kind of food. We'll have some water again, then we'll have ISO again, then we'll have cola again, and at the end we will have Red Bull diluted with water, and of course some sponges. All together we have 7 aid stations on the 10.5k run loop, which makes an aid station every 1.5 kilometers. What else to say is at kilometer 8 you will get your lap bands. So every lap you pass, you'll get one other colored lap band. After the 4th loop, yeah, once you got your 4th lap, you're allowed to go to the road to Kona to pass the finish line. Yeah, and this is the point of the cutoff here on the run course. As I said, on the 4th lap, 9:15. I hope till that time all of you are already in bed or at the finish line. This will be the cutoff. Coming to the city map. This is the place you have to go on Thursday, Friday or Saturday to get registered. Once you get registered, you can pick up your bag in the merchandise and do some shopping as well. We will have a sport expo following the match things. Then the red line, this is the transition. This is the end of the bike course, the transition, and the red line is the run course. After 42 kilometers, then you can take the last 200 meters to the finish line. Please remember, the finish line is for you guys on your own. So don't have any children or dog or whatever with you. Yeah, you could be disqualified. Right after the finish line, this is what we call the athlete garden. This is a place only for athletes. And we got, what have we got inside? We got, of course, rescue, just in case. We got showers, we got massage, we got food, we got beer, we got pizzas, we got everything inside for you. After you've been relaxed, you have to go back to the transition up 5:30, no, 6:30, sorry. You can do the checkout, take your bag and your bike and your bags and do the checkout. This is the athlete shuttle starting point for Saturday and for Sunday. And this is what it is about. Before we go to the last folio, one more thing about special needs. We got a rule change this year. So if you do not want to use our food, yeah, because you might not like power bar, we will provide you some bags in transition 1 on race day morning for the bike course and for the run course. Those bags will be marked with your number. You can put inside the bag whatever you want. We will drive those bags on the run course and on the bike course. You will find the precise location on the athlete guide we will send you. You're responsible on your own to pick up those bags on your own. This means special needs means special needs. So if you want to use those bags, you have to go down from the bike, search for your bikes, for your special needs bags, take the food whatever you want, and carry on biking. It will be the same about for the run course. You have to look after your bag and carry on running. No outside assistant are allowed anymore. Yeah, this could be a disqualification for you. Yeah, I hope you understand. As I said, I'm about to be finished. I'm here to answer all your questions. I hope you understood everything I meant. Yeah, feuerfrei for your question. Yeah, I think I'm finished. Birgit?
Yeah, perfect. Thanks a lot, Pascal, for giving all that insights on the courses and the way how it works in transition and with the swim start and all that stuff. I think that was already really helpful for our first-time athletes, as it is their first time and on such a big race. And yeah, I think it helps a lot for their preparation already. Yeah, as Pascal mentioned, you have now the possibility to put your questions, to type them in the field, and then we will give them to Pascal to answer, and any things which were not clear or you wanted to ask in addition. So feel free to type them in. We have already some. Here was a question from Simon. He was initially asking, is it allowed to use a road bike? And I answered that already, that it is allowed. And he wants to know what specific limitations are there. He was especially asking on e-bikes, and I answered him already, e-bikes are not allowed. Perhaps you can go a little more in details on limitations.
Well, there's not there's not much. Go to, as I said, go to our rules and regulation. It is explained what are the exception of the bikes. To make it short, you can use any kind of bike you want. You can even use a mountain bike if you want, or the big bike. Um, I think there's two rules. Is the correct me, Birgit? Is the eye of the Tretlager? Wie heißt Tretlager?
Yeah.
No matter. Also, any kind of motor, of electricity motor, are, of course, not allowed. You will be disqualified. We got some special app on your iPhones to check if a motor is inside the bike. This is, of course, not allowed. And all regular bikes, I would say, are allowed. Of course, what do you call that? Liegenräder, Birgit.
Yeah, the roads on the bikes on the you're lying on the road, kind of. So yeah, as Pascal mentioned, I think in general, most important thing is just check again. If you have any doubts, check our FAQs. But in general, every kind of normal bike, meaning where you are sitting on two wheels and sitting on it like a mountain bike, if it is a cross bike or a touring bike, a road bike, a time trial bike, all these bikes are allowed as long as they do not have any motorization in it. That's I think is a kind of general rule you can keep, and this should make the choice of your vehicle you want to use more easier.
If you're not sure, just shoot us, make a picture of your bike, send it to frankfurt@ironman.com, and we will check if the bike is allowed and answer your email. Okay?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Simon answered already. Okay, thank you. So then we have a question from Nadav. Is it allowed to carry the food on your bike already on the evening of depositing the bike? Also, he wants to know if he can check in the bike with his food.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, you can. You can, but you don't need to. You can, as Pascal mentioned.
Because Nada, it's all a matter of outside temperature. If we got something like 30 grad outside, and you put your food on Saturday midday, and the food stays there all Saturday in the sun, I don't know if it's going to be good. But anyway, you can, as I said, you can have access to your bag and to your bike on race day morning. Yeah, but to answer your question, yes, you can have the food on Saturday.
Yeah, he is saying perfect. So then we have Christian asking on aid station. It might be helpful to lighten our carrying load before the hills. Are there aid stations usually before or after hills? Do we need to carry full bottles to the top or get them afterwards?
No, so you have to watch that in detail, and go through the all aid station one by one, because they are all different. The first aid station is at Bergenheim. We have the aid station before the climbing, and the second climbing is right between two aid stations. The one in Friedberg is on a flat passage, and the last aid station is right after the last climbing. Did you get that? Yeah. Okay.
I think it's clear so far. And as Christian, as we had it before in our German webinar, if you have a look at the bike course on a map, it looks like kind of big hills, but in fact these are these climbs are not very long, so it's not like that you have to carry your bottles a 7K climb up. It's about all of these climbs are for sure less than 1K, so about 400-500 meters.
And if you can have Christian, if you can have a look on the bike course map on the website, you can see now. You see underneath. So you have the climbings, and you have about where the aid stations are. You see? Maybe could be a goal for you. Okay?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, he's saying thank you very much. So Nadav is asking, can you show the transition 2 plan again?
Yes. That's why I'm here. This is the transition 2 is that one. So as I said one more time, you're coming back from the bike, jump out of the bike, the volunteer take the bikes, and after they will have to put the bike on in the bike park, so you can run straight away. Depends where your bike is. You run here, take your red bag, go with the red bag inside the tent, get seated, get changed into the bag, put all your bike gear inside the red bag, drop your red bag here, and go to run.
Yeah. And as I mentioned before, we are recording this webinar, and you will get the record of the webinar tomorrow, sent via email, and then you can watch the whole webinar again and see the slides and details again, and all that stuff. Okay. And, yeah.
If you have any further question for them the next day, don't hesitate to shoot us an email. You know, as I say, frankfurt@ironman.com. We will answer every kind of question.
Yeah. So Simon is asking again, can you continue on your own after the cutoff, on your own risk?
No. No. So it depends which cutoff it is. This one, yeah, the cutoff on the bike. This will be physically closed. So this is not a race cutoff. This is a police cutoff, and there's no way you can go on the second turn things. And anyhow, the transition will be closed physically at 5 o'clock here. So everybody who didn't make it at 5 o'clock won't be allowed to go into the transition to get changed. Now, cutoff is cutoff.
Yeah. Okay, we have a question from Christian again. What services and equipment are available in the tool stations and will help do everything for you?
Yeah, I understand what he wants. This is a very hard question to answer, because as you know, Christian, triathlon is a single sport art. No help is allowed. So officially, we only have technical assistance, which means we have no spare ties, no spare whatever with us. Yeah, it's only technical assistance. So they have a screwdriver maybe and things with them to help you. This is the official part of it. Yeah. The reality is, of course, they have ties, they have small parts with you, but the vans are here when they're here, so you better carry some spare ties with you, because you never know how long you have to wait.
Yeah. And the second part, one part, Pascal mentioned already, take the material with you you might need, and also be prepared to change it yourself. So practice that in training to change a tire, and don't rely on the service we have on site. They are there to help, but be prepared to do everything on your own. And for material, it always helps if you double check your race equipment you take for the race. Double check before if everything is in a good in a good status. So if you have new tires on there, or if you double check the tires before a race, you're running it's less you have less chance that you run with a flat tire. So make sure the material you use during the race is in a good status. Yeah, understood. Thank you, says Christian. So then we have a question from Jan. He's asking, hi, you mentioned that after 1.5K of swimming, there will be a short run. Why is that?
Yes, we have. Yeah, now, this is a good question. You know, I'll have to explain why. This is. I'll come back to the swim course, because you see the lake, yeah, is not that big as it should be. So we have to use every water square meter we can have. As you can see, there's no way we can swim in one direction and come back in the other one, which would be the easiest way. So we using the whole water, and you know, so we have to make sure, you know, as we got so many athletes in water, we have to make sure the people are really swimming the 3.8 kilometer and not shutting up. And this is a kind of control here. So we know everybody who has been passing this line as well. Yeah, and the last one. This is the reason behind it. It is just a control. Yeah, to make sure everybody swim the 3.8 kilometers.
Yeah, and I think also, especially for you guys, I mean, probably some of you are really good swimmers, but for the one who are not the best swimmers, these kind of 2 loops is always also mental support, and you know that you only have to swim 1.5 and then the another 1.7. So it's kind of for not that strong swimmers, they have the possibility to have a short break in between. That is also bad. Main reason, as Pascal mentioned, we need to somehow put the whole 3.8 in the water. Yeah, we're having Piotr asking again on the athlete guide. That is what Pascal mentioned already. This will be about 4 or 5 weeks before the race. Will be ready and will be on the website available. And you will also get an email with the information that the athlete guide is ready, and you with the link to download it. So, and there will be yeah, all details written and maps inside there, and all important information. You will get that. Further questions? Do you want to know anything else from Pascal? As he mentioned, this is one of the rare chances you can ask the race director directly and ask a lot of your questions you have. So use this chance you have now. Could you show the slide with a tricky crossroad? What? Yeah. Could you show the slide with a tricky crossroad on a bike?
I don't understand what he means. Was hat er gemeint? This one?
Know. Could you show the slide with a tricky crossroad on a bike? Yes, this one. Okay.
This.
Okay. What is your questions on that one? You just want to see the slide, or do you have any specific questions on the slide? Yes, this one. Yeah. I think this, we have to cross it several times, right? Yeah. Perhaps just, Pascal, could you just explain how
okay. Yes, of course, one more time, no problem. Okay. Coming from swimming, yeah, after 12.5 kilometers, you cross the river with your bike, turn first right, yeah, and go on the first loop of 84 kilometers. Yeah. After 96 kilometers, you are coming to the Kurzschommacher Straße. The first time, this is the end of loop 1. After the end of loop 1, you turn on your you turn on your left when you're on a bike and go here to the second loop. Yeah. After 177 kilometers, you will be coming down to the Kurzer Straße one last time, then turn to your right to end of the bike. Is that clear? But don't worry, we on the first run, you won't have any other chance to go left or straight ahead. Don't worry. Coming back from the first loop, we will have a big sign to show you second loop or finish line.
Yeah. Yeah. He was just writing, thank you, now it's clear. Perfect. Okay, what else do we have? We have Piotr asking a kind of really general question. From your experience, what is the biggest problems for newcomers? Yeah, well, that's a kind of question I think depends on, depends on your strengths or weaknesses. In general, keep in mind it's a long day, and as Pascal mentioned already, it's your first full distance race. You've never done that distance before, and I think the main focus for you guys should be on crossing the finish line and enjoy that day, and don't overpace, especially in the beginning of the day, because it will be a long day. So, and rely on what you did in your training, and I think this is, I don't know, from my side of the advice I can give you, but Pascal, perhaps you have something to add?
Well, yeah, yes, just some things. Indeed, we never had someone who gave up on the bike course, nearly never, just a few. But we got a lot of athletes who gave up on the run course. It is, of course, the run course, as you have to carry your own body, of course, the hardest part of all. This is for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then we have again Christian asking for the wristbands on the run.
Yeah.
When we collect the bands on each lap in the run, do we need to go through?
Yes. Channels. We have 4 channels. Yeah. And it doesn't have to. Indeed, it doesn't have to know that, because he will get. He has no chance to pass without getting a bracelet. It's just wanted to let you know that we're gonna have some lap band on a run course. There's no chance you're gonna miss them. Yeah. And of course, it is a check for us once you're done with your 42 kilometers. As you know, yeah, you can go to the finish line. And in the 16 years, in the 16 past year, we never had someone who ran 50 kilometers. So don't worry.
Yeah. So I think Christian was mainly concerned about which lap band to get, but as Pascal mentioned, we have lots of really great volunteers there, and they keep looking at all athletes passing by there, and they will direct you in the right direction, and they will make sure you get the wristband, and don't worry about that much. Just keep on running and make sure you make the 42K, and all the rest will be taken care of from the volunteers about the wristbands.
Yep.
We have another question on probable weather conditions. What do you think about the use of the wetsuit?
Yeah. We had everything. So in 16 years, I don't know how the summer will be in this year. In 16 years, we had 4 times a non-wetsuit swimming, and that's all I can say about it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. What's gonna happen with the summer? How warm it's gonna be? Sorry.
Yeah, but I mean, definitely, as Pascal mentioned, I think you never know, but as he mentioned, we had several times already with non-wetsuit in Frankfurt, but final decision, if it is kind of close to coming a non-wetsuit, I think final decision is always on race day morning, but from your experience, it's normally clear on race briefing, right, Pascal?
Yeah, normally, yes. Yeah. Most of the time, yeah.
Yeah. So just, I mean, be prepared for everything. That's kind of general advice. Don't rely on having a wetsuit swim. So that means when you train in open water, not always train with a wetsuit, or try also to swim the 3.8 without wetsuit, so that you know you are prepared also in case that there will be a non-wetsuit. That's, I think, the best advice we can give to you on that, and final decision will be made then in race week, or even if it's really close on race day morning. So be prepared for everything, and then nothing will shock you. Okay, any further questions? Any further stuff you want to ask Pascal? You want to know on the race in Frankfurt, on the preparation, on specific stuff? It's now, as I did it before, like you know how it works with our Kona slots. There's always 3 times your name will be called up, and if you don't say something after three times, then your Kona slot is gone. We will do the same with the questions here. Christian is saying this was very helpful. Thank you very much. Also, thank you. Okay. Yeah, guys. Thanks. So it seems as if you clarified all the open questions, and you left everybody with a kind of clear understanding what they can expect in Frankfurt. Yeah, then it's up to us to say thank you for your time, for attending the webinar, and we are wishing you all the best for your further preparations, and hopefully then having a good day and a really beautiful race in Frankfurt. And we hope that you enjoy your time, your time of preparation, and also, of course, the time during your race. And Pascal, do you also want to add something?
No. As I said, no, just you said nearly everything. Just want to, say goodbye to you guys. You only got 10 weeks left, so carry on with your training. And I want to see all of you on the July 9th at the finish line. Wish you a good time till then, and bye-bye. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye.